Andrew,
Yes,
welcome back.
thank you. I'm glad to be here.
This is episode 91. Oh, allow me to fly. I might turn my game audio up just for the sake of being able to hear it over your keyboard.
Sorry.
I've put it to 75%. Usually it's at 51%. Now there's a gigantic tree outside. What do you...
There's a lot of trees.
There are a lot of trees. Okay, I want to try some things with you. What is your health at?
Um, 7.
Okay, now try this.
It's now at a full 10 with like a line, like it's moving, or it was moving.
That's because that gives you like an insane amount of regen.
Alright, so like instant regen. I don't have the powers anymore, I don't think.
No, I'm beating you up so that you can see it.
Can you help me, please?
You're not
It doesn't.
stood in it.
Alright, it didn't even go down well.
Let's try with.
Penicillin.
Yes, it is.
It's like is this a lake of penicillin, except it's only one.
It's just a bucket of penicillin.
To be fair, it's like a meter cube penicillin is a lot of penicillin.
Yeah, it took a while to make. Right, try this one.
I would not like to be methamphetamine. This puddle of methamphetamine. Oh my god! It's not wearing off. This is how superheroes are created.
You're like the Flash. It is a tad more potent than normal meth. But yeah, the meth that the sword is coated in is meth 1. This is 9 meth. So
Oh,
and
it's like
and
meth content.
and this over here, this liquid that is pouring into the sky.
Oh my! That is quite the tower. Can you scale? Can you climb that up? Like climb up that?
I don't know because I can
Like,
fly.
tower.
It is it is not liquid though,
Oh, see.
so I don't know if you can swim in it.
No, you can't. It just looks like it's like.
It is oxygen.
Wow. I mean,
I accidentally placed a test tube of oxygen in my house, and that was the result. So I
it's
decided.
just baffling. I don't understand what was going on. Why is the oxygen like? If you can see the oxygen, then does that mean out with that there's no oxygen?
I don't know. I really don't understand Minecraft, but I put something in your house that is a gift for you that I want to teach you how to use.
Is it?
It was difficult. It was difficult to make.
Inside my house.
I put it in one of your chests. Hang on. All right, here we go. Found it. I'll just pass it to you. There's that item there.
It's a tesseract.
It is.
A hypercube.
So if you chuck it down somewhere. Right, so you need to set it up. So you need to go into the menu. And in the channel, like the first thing you're ticked onto, you should put it to channel 12.
Okay, is
And-
that set frequency?
And then in configuration, you want to set it to send and receive on energy mode.
What?
And if you click on configuration on the right hand side, it like opens a drop down menu, and then it's 3 buttons, and one of them is
Yeah.
energy mode. You want to change it to send and receive.
Sending and receiving.
Right now, any machine you connect to that will draw power out of a reactor.
So it's like a power source without cables.
Yes, it's wireless power.
Are you like Nikola Tesla or something?
No, let me show you how to work the reactor because you might need it.
Homer Simpson. Pretty much. Where is the reactor?
It's here. It's this device here.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing it, sorry. My memory's fading.
Okay,
Well, I should move, but
so the tesseract is stuck onto the output port.
I've got a long way to go. I might have food on me. I've got a cooked pork chop. I'm sorry. I'm
I can give you.
starving.
It's the penicillin that does that to you.
But the penicillin reduces your
Hunger,
well,
yeah.
increases your hunger.
Okay, so over here we've got the tesseract plugged into the reactor export valve, like the reactor power tap, and the Ender energy cable is the best type of energy cable in the mod pack. So if you're making energy cable, you should make that one. But it is
An energy conduit that isn't in Fallout. What is it?
it is quite a complex thing to make. Over here is the reactor input. So in here you put in the yellorium. Did you fall in the stuff?
Ah, I did, yeah. I think I have like dengue fever or something.
Yeah, in here you put yellorium on the left hand side, and when the yellorium is duff, it releases cyanite, which you should put back in the chest in the blacksmith. So there's yellorium in there.
So what do you do with cyanide?
Eventually I'll be able to make a thing to turn it into plutonium, which I can then use to power the reactor again.
Ah.
But this is the main reactor control. The reactor is offline, but that is because the energy buffer still already is 85% full.
Ah, so you can generate power and just
Store it, yeah.
in this gigantic battery, of course. Yeah.
the core fuel status is like I've started up, like activate
oh my
reactor.
god, the heat.
The temperature does rise, but the temperature doesn't cause anything other than the reactor to run less efficiently. Like it doesn't explode or anything.
If I'm not mistaken, I may have seen a video or a mod similar to this. And is there not like you have to like arrange coolant or something? I don't know.
You can put ender fluid in as coolant. The core fuel stats, it's all good. But yeah, that is the reactor. And I'll show you what to do with the yellorium, because you don't get yellorium in the world. You get yellorite, and it doesn't like smelt or anything. So you need to find some. Like here is if you come into my house.
I'm in yours.
Okay.
I'm on your 6.
Here is some yellorite.
I've seen, yeah.
You take your ore and you take it to a swag mill.
Is that the official name? Oh, this is
my setup.
Is this your chemistry station?
There is a chemistry station there, yes. This is the swag mill, so you just throw it in the swag mill. Because using the swag mill you'll get twice the stuff. You get two dust.
You pick up the ore dust.
And then you smelt the dust. Eventually I'm going to put one of the octadic capacitors. There's one in the furnace just now that speeds it up 8 times. I'm going to put one of them in the swag mill as well. And
so, okay, you get the yellorium ingot, and is that all you need?
You can put blocks in as well, but yeah, all you need is yellorium ingot.
And you insert yellorium ingots into the reactor?
Yes.
This is fascinating.
It is fascinating.
This is Cena approved power.
The reactor never gives up. Do you know how to use the Minechem stuff?
I don't really, but
okay, to get
shirts.
To get chemicals, you put a raw material in the chemical decomposer and it'll pour all the chemicals into the block below. There's lots of carbon in there just now.
C10H15N.
Where do you see that?
That's in the synthesizer?
And that is that meth?
That is probably meth.
It is meth. And
that's illegal, so.
And then you put anything in here and it'll give you the except a dead bush, because apparently that's not a thing.
So if you put in like rotten flesh, would that give carbon or something?
It gives you whatever's in rotten flesh. And then you
How do you tell what it gives you?
Because it appears in the bottom. But if you're like trying to make a specific chemical or a specific item, you can look it up. Like any item, like a book. If you look up a book, you'll be able to find the chemical synthesis recipe for a book, and it's cellulose and keratin is utterly ridiculous. If you look up a book and go to chemical synthesis, keratin is C4H9NO3C3H7NO2 SC5H9, and it just goes on for ages.
I put in wood and planks and they get cellulose out.
Well, that is good, I suppose. And like if you find
So see, whenever the tray at the bottom is like full, does that mean you can't make any new chemicals?
yes, but I have a chest.
I will take the cellulose. I'm sorry.
There is a chest for chemicals over here, which is getting quite full. But then, if you're trying to make a chemical, well, you can find the chemicals in not enough items. You put whatever the item is that has the chemical in the chemical decomposer and get the chemical, and then whatever item or chemical you're trying to make, you put in the correct stuff into this one, and it'll pop out. But the thing is, you don't put it in the crafting thing. You put it in, like, you put the items in the bar at the bottom, and then you create the correct formula on the crafting thing, and then you take the item and it takes it from the bottom instead of the crafting thing. It's weird.
So see the chemical synthesis machine? Can you make literally anything from this?
Yes. Pretty much.
You chose meth. So to make meth isn't even that difficult, I'd imagine.
Oh, well, the chemical, it is carbon 10, hydrogen 15 and nitrogen 1. That is meth.
Oh, can you make, like... This is great, thank you. You've opened my eyes.
If you have 4 stacks of helium, a stack of carbon, 3 stacks of hydrogen, and a stack of Copernicum, 16 Copernicum, you can make a nether star as well. But the thing is, also needs to have like a certain amount of power. Like every recipe requires a certain amount of power, so it has to be powered to work. You understand?
I do.
But you can make a diamond. Did somebody just come in upstairs?
Probably, yeah.
I just heard the door. If you put in carbon nanotubes, you get diamond, which is 4 stacks of carbon. 4 stacks of carbon gives you a carbon nanotube, and then a carbon nanotube gives you a diamond. And what else is there? I think we should sleep. So head back down to John Cena. There is, in fact, a gentleman. He has come in and...
See, like, a stack of chemicals, is that just like one test tube? Or like...
No, a stack of chemicals is a stack of test tubes.
Ah, so you need 64 of them.
This guy dropped glass. Andrew, I just killed the most stylish gentleman.
There are monsters nearby. What makes him so stylish?
He had 2 sets of spectacles on.
That is...
There's a set like sat on his chair and I can't pick them up.
It says there's enemies nearby, so I couldn't sleep. So we may have to bath him.
Oh my god! I killed his friend and now he's here. I am look at me, I'm a Christmas tree wearing spectacles. Hi, are there still monsters nearby?
There are.
What the hell is that sword made out of?
It's my one and only the shadow iron ore.
I think the shadow iron is used for one of the machines, I think. No, I think it might be no, it's dark iron. It's the Tesseract. I think he uses dark iron. I think you need to like get dark iron dust for something.
I don't think shadow iron is actually like different than that normal iron, which is.
I can sleep.
I unfortunately cannot.
There is a bed next to the cobblestone and stuff.
Next to the coals?
Yeah, on the 2nd floor. On the 1st floor. Being that we're in the UK.
There's monsters nearby the bed. Maybe it's like Monsters Inc. or something. No,
They're just everywhere.
they're just waiting to come through the door whenever we go to sleep.
I need to eat. Right, okay. What other mods are you unfamiliar with?
All of them. I can drink this cellulose, I wonder if it'll kill me.
I wouldn't. Well,
It will be in the human guinea pig. It doesn't appear to have affected me
at all.
in any way.
But okay, let's. There are just. I think the monster's probably this chap sitting here.
He's aggroed. Or yeah, monsters could just be like natural people that are aggroed, but if you've aggroed somebody. And this guy seems like he's taking too much meth or something.
He just got whacked.
Well, he's now sleeping with the
fishes. There are a lot of fish in the food chest, by the way.
There's monsters nearby. I've got 34 fish in my inventory, which is far too many. Maybe it's just they want us to never sleep. A battle of attrition or something.
The food chest has more fish, trust me.
Is it because we put those fishing traps?
It is because we put
that
those.
is a lot of fish. It's like,
That-
like,
That's a lot of fish.
I mean, we've got the farm right, but like them fish. Yeah.
I did say those fishing traps meant we would never need to worry again about food. I've even stopped like harvesting them because there's no way I'm ever getting through all that fish. Right, okay. The other really obvious mod is the Tinker's Construct. Which you should,
Lemming COFH.
which you should know how to use. And right,
COH.
you've used it for getting
You're going to be attacked by our dear friend. I'm sorry, I was not a good security.
No, there's still ore over here. I didn't know that. Yeah, you know how to use it to get ore, so other than that, you just need to like use the casts to make the parts that this. Like if you're trying to make an item, this will tell you what parts you need. The tool. Oh my god, this guy just popped out a hole. He's Men in Black.
With Shalom sword.
You're getting chased down.
There's a guy that's got a zombie pig man. Yes, thank you.
There's a stew. Scared you're running for your life. Yeah, this will tell you, like any item you're trying to make, it'll tell you what parts you need. I would advise you to use paper for handles because then you get an extra modifier.
Yeah.
The different modifiers, like
I'm fine with my shadow iron stuff. It's more than enough to take on these NPCs.
you fill in the hole.
This is like some sort of like great escape tunnel in here.
I've been stuck in here with like monsters attacking me so many times. But yeah, you should definitely make hammers and things because they're incredible.
I prefer the finesse of a pickaxe, but the hammer does have its time and place.
You can make a pickaxe with that. I have a silk touch pickaxe made with that. You can get almost any enchantment on an item using the modifiers. And then all the items are repairable. So, they're great. What else is there? In fact, no, here's one that's actually really important that I wish I'd shown you before you started fanning about with carpenter's blocks. I need to go get an item. Because this is... The carpenter's blocks are a thing. This is the most important tool. Do you have some of the items you use to build your house?
Sort of, yeah.
Do you have any of the stone and the wood?
I've got stone. I can give you stone, but not the stone that's in my house, and I can give you wood, but it's on my house. It's unchiseled wood, stone.
Okay. I'm here. Chuck me some. I have the
It's
chisel
going to be like
in my inventory anyway, I think.
Grand Designs or something.
So how much did you give me? You gave me
I don't know how much you need.
8 and 3. Okay. So that would, in carpenter's blocks, that would use all of those blocks and however many carpenter's blocks you had to make. Right? But here, like with this, it doesn't require. I look so amazing with my spectacles on. With this, it doesn't like it. Just like you could have just built your wall. Like, oh, a misplaced one. But yeah. Where's my pickaxe? That was my fault. Yeah, and then like
This would have been good to know.
it would have been.
I'm trying to think of the differences that
Yeah, also
Can
you
you-
get twice as many blocks. So
you would, but can you put any block with that?
I've never tried it and had the block unable to do that, so
Yeah.
it is the most simple, like it's a saw. It's just
Is it?
it's-
Alright, that makes sense. I see. I didn't
yeah.
know there was such a tremendous creation.
I just tossed it to you.
Thank you.
But it
Right.
like it is as logical as you think it would be. If you want to cut it in half from the top, put it above the item you want to cut in half, and then if you want to cut it in half from the side, put it beside the item you want to cut it in half.
So if it's
And it's
it's
after
like
menu.
it's like saw.
It is like a saw, yes. And
So-
you can cut things down to like really small shapes. That's how I made all the lampposts and the things.
So, what is so if I wanted to cut down these spruce trees here, right?
hmm
And is there a way? Is there like an action just cut it down real quick for like the entire tree with one swing?
That is the lumber axe.
Do you possess a lumber axe?
I possess 2 lumber axes, but you should make your own.
Would you? I should make my own, but
It's not
In fact-
complicated. If you go to the tool forge and look at lumber axe, it tells you how to make it. And
what should I make it out of?
a lumber axe, probably iron.
Just normal iron. Does it actually matter what you make it out of? Because like,
Oh dear, I'm stuck in the smeltery.
it's not as if it actually matters.
Iron just because it's plentiful and it's easy to repair it. Essentially. But I have given you an education. So I'm going to end the episode here. So people should leave a like rating if they enjoy seeing Andrew go to school. They should subscribe to follow the series. It's uploaded every single day, 8 PM UK time, and we will see you in the future.